Hey! Thank you for helping me with this, by the way.
No problem.
So what's the process of getting this started?
So first of all, you go as dim as you can possibly go in your room with the lighting. Preferably candlelight, but you start by putting the planchette in the center, and you state your name and your intention to communicate with any spirits who are so inclined. And then you start firing off your questions. The only question you're not allowed to ask is, when will I die?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, one more question. So, just real quick, what if the board is made of a real obscure substance?
Such as?
Like, what if the board is made of my brother?
Yup, that's me. And this is my brother. You're probably wondering how we got here. Well, it all started about 3 months ago when I decided to predict every upcoming Smash Bros. DLC character using pseudoscience. Since then, I've studied Celtic crosses, analyzed the planes of Mars, scarfed down literal dozens of fortune cookies, and interpreted horoscopes from sun lions. And through it all, I've learned quite a few things about myself. Now, I'll be honest, am I the most exceptional practitioner of pseudoscience? No, I was winging it about 90% of the time. Has this been an educational experience, though? Absolutely not. I'm pretty sure my knowledge in all of these fields has gone down throughout this process. But do the results not speak for themselves? Actually, no, not really. I mean, there's only been one DLC character announced so far, and it wasn't one of the people I predicted. But through it all, has this experience not been filled with goofs, gaffes, and a whole lot of good times? You bet your goddamn bippy it has. And so today, I'm going to be sending this series off in probably the most seasonally appropriate way possible by using the divine might of my brother's tum-tum as a conduit to ask gamer ghosts for their hottest Smash Bros. Takes. In other words, I'm going to be exploring a popular paranormal communication technique known as the Ouija board, which is a board that allows you to play 20 questions with the dead by directing whatever inquiries you have at the board and waiting for the planchette, or in this case the shot glass, to direct your hand, presumably via the spirit you're communicating with through the board, to a set of letters that will hopefully form some sort of message. However, there is a catch to this. Some say if you aren't careful, you can end up upsetting the spirits you're talking with and may even wind up getting you or your home possessed, meaning it is absolutely imperative that you know how to operate this board with minimal funny business. That said, as is tradition in this series, going into this, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. Because of this, I decided to reach out to an expert in the field, and by expert, I mean my sister, who I promptly called to ask for some pointers. Thankfully, she was able to give us a list of guidelines for what to do and what not to do if we wanted to avoid any unwelcomed possessions. And after she felt comfortable enough leaving 2 adult children to their own devices, she wished us the best of luck, and we began our journey into the world of the phantasmal.
Don't get possessed. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Oh, you're totally getting possessed. So, what did she say? She said, put it in the middle, state your name and your intentions. Okay, both hands on at all times. Oh, it's cold. I'm sorry. Spirits, my name is Ty, and I am a gamer looking to talk to any willing spirits who might also be gamers. Okay, first question. Are there any spirits here? I think this is suction cupped to your body.
So we ran into a couple complications trying to figure out the proper protocol for operating a Ouija board made of pure 100% grade A gamer, but once I realized after an admittedly embarrassingly long amount of time that the solution to shot glass suction cupping to the tum board was just hold glass lighter on stomach, we were back in business, and this time, we had some company.
Spirits, my name is Ty. I am a gamer looking for any fellow gamer ghosts, particularly fans of the popular Nintendo franchise Super Smash Bros. Are there any spirits in this vicinity? Okay.
What are they saying?
They're moving.
Where are they going?
Left. I don't know what left is.
What?
Left is yes. Alright. Hello, spirits. Are you gamer? Are you a gamer?
Where's it going?
It's going left! That's a yes!
Alright, these guys are cool.
Holy shit. I mean, look, I know I look like Shaggy, but I didn't expect this mystery machine to pull right up to a goddamn ghost within the first 5 minutes. And not to mention, this was no ordinary ghost, but a gamer ghost nonetheless. Meaning we had everything we needed to get some juicy DLC deets from beyond the grave. So now, with a gamer ghoul at the ready, I started off the questioning with a bit of a softball.
Have you ever played Super Smash Brothers?
Where's it going now?
It's just kind of wandering off.
Okay, so maybe the question wasn't as much of a softball as I thought it was gonna be, but I wasn't going to allow myself to be defeated so easily. I was on a mission, and that meant that if I was gonna get any results, I had to cut straight to the chase. So I asked the spirit who would believe the next Smash Bros. DLC character was going to be, and much to my astonishment, the glass actually started moving, taking the shot glass from letter to letter until eventually it formed a full-on word. But after reading off the bizarre alphabet amalgamation being presented to me and knowing there was nothing this could possibly be referring to, I started growing more and more concerned that I was moving the glass subconsciously and that was making me place it on the wrong letters. And oopsie no indeed. Regardless, I collected the rest of the letters, ultimately forming the word sitkij, which I believe is Swedish for idiot man with fat fingers, and I tried once again with a bit more caution behind my execution.
Moving it back to the center. Sorry, Ghost. I think that was my bad. That's a foul. Ghost. Spirit. Spectre. Spirit. That feels like...
Gamer ghosts.
Gamer Spirit. Who will be the next DLC character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Okay, we're moving. What's it saying?
C. U.
Okay.
E. L. T. B. No, this is definitely my hand. Okay,
It tickles!
Look, I was nervous, okay? I've never summoned a spirit before, and having my brother's nipples staring me right in the eyes for that long was starting to make me feel really uncomfortable. So I called it quits with the letters I had and tried to reach out to the spirits one last time. Unfortunately, whoever it was that we spoke to was thoroughly done with our bullshit and had already left. So anyway, we threw in the towel, and honestly, for a while, I thought I was screwed here. But with a little help from my brother, I started studying these words and found that if you scrambled them up and squinted really hard, they actually provided some predictions that kind of made sense. So let me start with the one that, in my opinion, makes a bit less sense of the two. So from the second round of spiritual chit-chat, we were given the letter C-U-E-L-T-B. Flub those letters around and you get the word blue, plus an extra C and T dangling off the side there. My initial response to this was that maybe the hint was referring to a popular blue character, but upon further investigation, I was reminded that the Smash Bros. Series already has just about every iconic blue character out there, from Sonic to Mega Man, and honestly, those are really the big two, unless my pipe dream Hail Mary Crazy Frog prediction comes to fruition. But I digress. So after my first idea didn't quite pan out, I started thinking about how to combine the word blue with the seemingly unrelated letters C and T, and remembered a man known across a wide span of games as the Champion Trainer. And what do you know, this man's name just so happens to be Blue Oak. Now I'll be honest, do I think of all of the possible DLC fighters we could see in the future that blue stands even a sliver of a chance? No, absolutely not. Like I said earlier, this is absolutely the least likely pick of the two. To his credit though, I think a lot of people out there have been frothing at the mouth for new Pokemon characters for years, because Pokemon fans who play Smash are greedy little gremlins who will never be satisfied until the Smash Bros. Roster is filled out with every last one of the 8 trillion Pokemon in the franchise. So adding a Pokemon Trainer-inspired DLC character would be a great way to bring in a few new Pokemon in a way that would hopefully satisfy the aforementioned massive gremlin horde. That said, if Blue were put in Smash Bros., he'd probably be sporting some of his classic Pokemon like Arcanine, Alakazam, Aerodactyl, or Gyarados. And that's cool and all, but just reading the room, I think if any Pokemon were to be added, they would probably come from the new games, which unfortunately, as of right now, he's not in. At the end of the day, though, if I had to guess, in a world where Blue is playable in Smash, it's more likely that he's added on as an Echo Fighter over anything else. And you know what? That's okay, because I think with the next prediction, I may have hit the nail right on the head. So buckle up and put on your tinfoil hats, because this one's gonna get a bit convoluted. Now, this prediction takes from both sets of letters, but there are a couple parts to it, so I'll start once again with the second one, which I noticed when jumbled around alongside the word blue, it could also spell the word loot. But after looking further into that theory, I couldn't really find any super popular characters known for their medieval instrumentation, so I scrapped the idea for a bit until I found a little old series called Monster Hunter that had a 3DS title with a main protagonist named Loot, which really stuck out to me because who names their kid Loot? Anyway, the only issue with this clue was that I could find no way to pair this character up with the remaining letters CB. But I really thought I was onto something with this Monster Hunter theory, so I looked up Monster Hunter and the letters CB, and lo and behold, this led me to my second clue. As it turns out, there's a weapon in the main games called a Charge Blade, which can be crafted into multiple different variants, one of which being called Lutimus. Bingo. But that's not all, because like I said earlier, this prediction involves both sets of letters, and honestly, I felt like I needed one more good hint before I could be confident that this was an idea worth pursuing. So now let's focus on the first set of letters, which gave us SITQEUJ. I realized pretty quickly, thanks to my friend the online acronym solver, revolver that within these letters held the message Quest IJ. And much like the last couple hints, the quest part was pretty clear, but the remaining letters were a bit more difficult to pin down the meaning for. Eventually, however, I remembered that I is also the Roman numeral for 1, meaning Quest 1J. And wouldn't you know it, when you take a look at the story quests from Monster Hunter, you'll find that Quest 1 is actually called Jagras of the Ancient Forest. Quest 1J. So this led me to my second, and spoiler alert, my definitive final prediction in this series, the Hunter from Monster Hunter. And while I've never played the Monster Hunter games myself, anybody who has played a fair amount of Smash Bros. Would probably know that this isn't too far of a stretch, considering Rathalos, one of the most popular monsters in the entire Monster Hunter franchise, is already in the game not only as an assist trophy, but also as a recurring boss in the story mode, which by the way makes Rathalos the only boss in World of Light who isn't either native to the Smash Bros. Series or sharing a franchise with a playable character. And that alone seems like evidence enough that a Monster Hunter rep would make perfect sense as a DLC addition, but to add on to that, this is a beloved game series known for high-intensity combat and diverse customization between insanely cool weapons and armor, which you get, by the way, from slaying some beast 20 times your size and making its pelt into your new work uniform. And if that isn't enough to get you hyped for a new DLC character, then I don't know, man, go back to your Pokemon Gremlin lair and play the new Sword and Shield DLC. I don't know what to tell you. So there it is, my final prediction, completing a full roster of 6 DLC fighters. And with that, my journey through the world of pseudoscience is complete. So what do you guys think? How did I do? What would you change? How many am I gonna get right of the next 4 characters to be released? Let me know what you think in the comments. I really hope you guys enjoyed this series because it was one of my absolute favorite projects of this past year, and I would love to make more stuff like this in the future. For now though, it's time to close the book on this chapter of my channel. It's been a good ride, but this journey is complete, and I'll see you guys next time. There is just one more thing I should probably mention though. When I called my sister at the beginning of this video, there was one part that I left out of the instructions she gave us.
Oh, and when you close out, you already know the run it around in a circle 3 times, put it on the goodbye position, and say goodbye.
I did not know that.
Oh.
I initially didn't include this part because I thought it wouldn't be relevant, but as I was combing through the footage, I noticed that when my brother and I finished our ritual, I forgot to circle the board when dismissing the spirits. That means whoever we talked to is still out there. Now this video was filmed about 3 months ago, and my brother and I haven't noticed anything suspicious, or at least not too suspicious.
Alright, great.
Oh, my legs. I cannot feel my legs right now.
But that doesn't mean it isn't still around. I mean, hell, maybe it's in my brother. Maybe it's in me. Or maybe it's been sitting in this video, biding its time, waiting patiently for you to watch it so it could come through your screen and say hello. I guess that's a mystery you'll have to find out for yourself. Happy Halloween.